Imagine this. The New York Yankees, one of the most valuable and storied franchises in global sports trading, a former MVP, in the middle of a comeback campaign. It's like selling your crown in the middle of a war. Or like sacrificing a king to protect a rook? That's the question hanging over the Bronx. Paul Goldschmidt, 2022 National League MVP, reborn in 2025, may have his days numbered in New York. And the question is, why? Goldie is hitting like it's 2015. But the reality behind the legend is more complicated than it seems. In Yankees history, every trade carries weight. Every market move is remembered for decades. From Babe Ruth to Aroldis Chapman, trades shape legends or become ghosts. In 2018, Giancarlo Stanton arrived under the weight of an MVP trophy. In 2023, Juan Soto landed as a savior of the offense. And in 2025, with Soto out, injured, Paul Goldschmidt was the emergency solution. The problem? He's playing too well. At 37, Goldschmidt is hitting .349 with a .397 OBP and .481 slugging, an OPS of .878. Compared to his down year in 2024, just a .245 average and a .716 OPS. The turnaround is staggering. His WRC plus in 2025 is 153. That places Goldie among the top hitters this season. A 1.8 WAR in just 34 games. And that's not even counting his experience, leadership, and clubhouse presence. But that's where the dilemma lies. How do you keep a hot veteran when your future is exploding on the field? Ben Rice, 25, the breakout star of the season, arrived like a lightning bolt, batting .310, OBP of .431, a ridiculous slugging of .690. In his first 27 games, he's shown more than potential, he's shown dominance. And on the horizon, a game-changing return. Giancarlo Stanton is recovering from an elbow injury. When he returns, the Yankees will have a luxury problem and a tactical impasse. Rice, Goldschmidt, and Stanton, 3 power-hitting bats. Only 2 available spots. First base and designated hitter. Someone will be the odd man out, and Goldie seems to be the target. If you've made it this far, it's because you live for this game. So hit that like button and subscribe now. No shallow takes here. This is analysis with depth, with context, and with soul. Be part of this community. The season is just getting started. The warning came from Kerry Miller of Bleacher Report. According to him, if Rice keeps up the pace and Stanton returns with impact, the Yankees can and maybe should consider trading Paul Goldschmidt while his value is sky high. The proposal? Trade the veteran for a frontline starting pitcher before the trade deadline. The argument is clear. What's more valuable? Miller asks, injury insurance at first base or rotation depth in October? And that's the point. In the halls of Yankee Stadium, the debate is heating up. Goldschmidt signed a 1-year deal. $dollar, $12.5 million. A rental, a temporary boost, but one with immediate value. But the Yankees' rotation is a roller coaster. Carlos Rodon is still inconsistent. Nestor Cortez is up and down. Garrett Cole is out, still rehabbing. And in October, there's no room for doubt on the mound. With Goldschmidt's market value peaking, the Yankees could pursue a game-changing arm. Someone ready to start game 1 or 2 of the ALDS without flinching. And there's more. Ben Rice is a future, but he's played like the present. Stanton has a long-term deal and is hard to move. That leaves 2 options. Bend a rising star or trade a legend while there's still time. Let's look at the possibilities. Scenario 1. Yankees keep Goldschmidt. You hold on to one of the best hitters of the season, maintain offensive depth, and create a creative rotation between Rice, Stanton, and Goldie. But what if Stanton underperforms? What if Rice cools off? You keep the trio, but may suffer in the rotation. In October, that's costly. Scenario 2. They trade Goldschmidt. You go all in on Rice's youth and Stanton's return. In exchange, you get a reliable starting pitcher. Someone with a whip below 1.20, a competitive ERA, and playoff-ready stuff. The lineup loses veteran presence, but gains balance. There's risk. Goldie could keep raking for another team. And what if it's against the Yankees? But maybe that's the necessary gamble. So now the question is for you. If you were the Yankees GM, would you trade Paul Goldschmidt at his peak for a star to try to win it all? Or would you keep the legend in the Bronx, risking a breakdown in the rotation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. The discussion is just beginning. And stay tuned. In the next video, we're talking about a big name who could be on his way to the Bronx. A reinforcement straight from the West. And it's not just a rumor. But while all eyes in the Bronx are on Paul Goldschmidt and the possibility of a blockbuster trade for an elite pitcher, something even more unexpected is unfolding in the shadows. Because while everyone is watching the veteran MVP, a new concern is rising. Third base. The Yankees, even with a solid 18-13 record in May, are starting to show cracks in their diamond. Cracks that even a powerful offense can't hide. The pitching rotation is still a minefield. Devin Williams, an all-star brought in to be the elite closer, has lost Boone's trust. And despite 2 clean outings since his demotion, the red flag remains. Max Fried and Carlos Rodon were major bets. But consistency can't be bought on the market. It's built day by day and time in New York is scarce. The problem? The starting pitcher market is frozen. Teams like the Padres, once thought to be sellers, are now playing to win. Meaning, the most viable path for the Yankees is to address another weak point. Oswaldo Cabrera, Pablo Reyes, Oswald Peraza. This trio is far from a cornerstone a championship contending franchise needs at the hot corner. Nolan Arenado, 8-time All-Star, one of the best offenders of his generation. Right-handed bat, experience, grit, the soul of St. Louis. And for a while, it seemed inevitable. Arenado to the Yankees, a natural fit, the perfect solution. But reality tells a different story. According to Andy Martino of SNY, the Yankees never even showed interest. Never. Not in the offseason. Not now. As for Arenado, the next time the Yankees are interested will be the first time. End of story. What? With so many headlines linking Arenado to the Bronx, how can that be true? The answer lies in one word: no trade clause. The Cardinals' third baseman has full control of his destiny. During the winter, he listed teams he'd accept a trade to. The Yankees were not on that list. Preferences? Dodgers, Angels, Padres, Mets, Red Sox, Phillies. New York was left out. And even with a modest start of 2025 hitting .243 with 3 home runs and 13 RBIs, Arenado is still seen as a game-changing piece. But he has to want it. And the Yankees must decide whether to push or pull back. Meanwhile, the pressure only builds. Giancarlo Stanton, injured once again, opened up a spot in the lineup. Brian De La Cruz was called up, but sent straight to AAA, showing that the front office hasn't found the ideal solution yet. Will the Bronx keep patching up third base while rivals reinforce a position? Can Ben Rice, the breakout kid, really handle the pressure and become the consistent bat this team needs? Or are the Yankees about to pull the trigger on a trade no one saw coming? With Goldschmidt at peak value, Arenado off the radar, and the rotation in urgent need of answers, the question is no longer who's coming. The question now is, how much are the Yankees willing to risk? Now the discussion shifts. If it's not Goldschmidt, if it's not Arenado, then who will be the next to wear pinstripes? Who's going to hold down third base for the Yankees in October? Drop your ideal target in the comments. Would you bet on an internal prospect or force a trade? And hit that subscribe button, because in the next video, we're revealing 3 unexpected names the Yankees may be secretly monitoring, and one of them is coming straight from NL Central.